the last one more, which is actually the most
Yeah.
important one, I would say. More, I don't know, sleep is very important, but this one is equally as important. It's just a very different angle, and that is support. And this one is the hardest one because it requires you to be the most vulnerable. And this one I find for high performers, for high achievers, like the hardest one is to ask for help and then lean into that support. But the most successful people I know, like they did not get there by themselves. There are people behind the scenes, there are people in their corner. And the more you can lean into that, the better, the better you feel and the better you perform. Like myself, just this week, like I'm still working on this, but I wasn't feeling so great. And I was like, I can get through it myself. It's fine. I just need to like talk myself up. I can do this. And my partner asked me how I was doing. And he's like, do you want to talk about it? And I initially resisted, but I did end up sharing how I was feeling. And I immediately felt this like weight lifted off. And I'd created some space between me and the problem to really be able to have a different perspective on it. And I feel like today it's gone. Like the problem is gone. Whereas who knows where it would be if I hadn't actually spoken about it. So I really, again, encourage anyone tuning in to reflect on who in your circle can be that pillar of support when you need it, whether it's a partner, a friend, colleagues, peers. If you run your own business, it's more challenging if you work on your own to have immediate access. But there's people everywhere that want to help. It's just, we have to be brave enough to lean into it.
Absolutely. And to ask. And that is one of the hardest things. So I'm glad that you saved that heavy hitter for last. But so impactful, right? Just, I think you really hit the nail on the head to put space between you and the problem, because especially when you're stressed, right, you kind of live in your head and you ruminate over and over again. So the benefit and the opportunity to have additional perspectives, even if it's just a sounding board and no perspective at all, just helps you talk through it. So that's awesome.